Mark's going to need a lot more practice if he's going to be ready in time for Emmerdale's Armistice Parade. But for now, he's back on the road, desperate for the end of Fred's story.
I don't know what Fred's fate was, having been court-martialed for nicking bits of coal, so I'm slightly nervous because I don't know what became of him. I just hope he made it through.
Mark's hoping the Imperial War Museum in Manchester might have the answers to his questions. He's meeting First World War historian Charlotte Chiswick.
So, Charlotte, this is where I am with Private Frederick Brocklehurst. He's been court-martialed, he's been found guilty. What happened after that?
Well, court-martials were very serious, so over 300 men were executed for their crimes. Lots of them were imprisoned, but luckily Fred wasn't one of those.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. On here you can see that he's been sentenced to 56 days and it says FP number 2, and that means field punishment number 2. What that was you were shackled, you were placed in one position and you had to stand still for around 2 hours, and you had to do that every day, so you would have had to do that for the next 56 days.
What's the point of that?
The point really was humiliation, because everyone would see you, everyone would know that you'd done something wrong. Now, actually, when we look at his record, it says that this was remitted. So that means that at some point it was realised that perhaps he wasn't guilty.
So his record was cleared, effectively?
It was, and in fact, within a couple of months, he was promoted to Lance Corporal. So, obviously, all was forgiven, really.
Oh, that's great. So what happened to him for the rest of the war, and did he make it out the other side?
He took part in the Battle of Passchendaele, which was a very bloody battle in 1917. And he eventually went home in November of 1918, just after the armistice.
And what kind of life did he lead after the war?
He got married at the end of November 1918.
Oh, right. So she was waiting for him, right?
That
was his... Oh.
Yeah. So it's a young lady called Nellie.
Nellie, brilliant.
Yeah, and so they set up home together. They had 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Did they?
Yes. This is Fred. We think in the 1930s, so he'll probably be in his 40s at the time.
Oh, my God, look at him. Everything he'd been through. Yeah, he deserved his happy ending. I'm thrilled to bits.
It's just a great end to the story. Fred has turned out to be everything I hoped he'd be. He's a hero, he's a man of principle, and put himself on the line for his country. So it just feels right to try and do something that honours Fred, because Fred and people like him deserve to be honoured.
Next time on Emmerdale 1918, the cast of Emmerdale Village gear up for their huge armistice celebration.
Today, we honour those women and men.
And Charlotte Bellamy, better known as Vicar's wife Laurel Thomas, sets off on the trail of a wartime love story from the son of the real Woolpack landlord.
So what I am desperate to know is, did Joshua survive?